All right, let's talk about blues. This is a really simple progression that you can loop for yourself or play with a friend if you want to jam on the blues progression. It's just simple 12-bar blues progression. And there's lots of places we're going to go with this eventually, but I just want to show you this for starters. So we're just going to do a blues in G with a 1-4-5 progression. So sit on this 4 times. Then up to the C twice. Back to G twice. To D, C, G. And that's the most simple version. A really simple version that you can play and accompany yourself with. So I'm going to go ahead and play this with my loop pedal, and just so I can get it down in the loop. And I want you to go ahead and play it along with me. 1, 2, 1. Oh wait, let me get turned on here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times on the G. Here's the C twice. Back to G. To the D, C, and G. And that's it. I don't think I got that anyway. Now we're going to talk about some different ways that we can. Actually, let me see if I got that. If I got that on here or not. Yeah, it looks like I did. All right. Now, if you want, you could play a bass line, and if you had a pedal, then you could really play it in the kind of in the bass register. But I'm just going to show it. Something like that'll work. I'm going to play it down an octave and along with my original track. And if you want, you can play along with the bass line. 2, 3, and 4, and. So that's now we've got our bass line and we've got our inner voices basically, and over top of that we can play, some actual we can do some actual soloing. So I'm just gonna make sure this sounds good. In fact, if we want, we can add a little chop to it. I'm just kind of showing you how we could build up all the parts of the song so there will be enough. Because this is one of my pet peeves with as a classically trained violin player myself. I could never figure out how to accompany myself. I could never, and I really want you to be able to do this for yourself, to be able to take all the different parts of the song and be able to do them all. You're going to be self-sufficient this way, and you're going to really know the song deeply. So let's see. I'll just add a little chop like this on 2 and 4. because now we've really got our whole rhythmic thing. Now I'm just going to do a real simple blues melody. I think the most important thing when you learn about the blues is to start with a very simple melody. And there's a certain form that happens in a 12-bar blues where you have one melody over the first 4 bars. Then you repeat that melody over the next 4 bars. And then you play some kind of new melody over the last 4 bars. And this is the most crucial thing I really want you to get with this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to play a very simple blues melody, 4 bars, repeat it with a slight variation, 4 bars, and then play an answer to that. Turn down just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not the hippest melody. But just the idea that we have this simple melody. Let me do another variation of that. Repeat. With a slight variation. I'll tell you, one of the biggest problems people have when they do this is they can't stretch a phrase over that entire 4 bars. And so they play a phrase that's too short and then it stops. So I just want you to practice along with my loop pedal and make a phrase that happens over 4 bars long. It has to be really simple. And then repeat it, and then I just want you to try it. 1, 2, ready, go. Now here's the second time you play that phrase with a slight variation. Now here's your new phrase right here. So this is something you can practice. You can go rewind this and go ahead and practice over that a few times if you want. Like I said, usually the main problem when people play the blues is they're just meandering, wandering all over the place, or maybe trying to play fast licks, not playing a basic phrase and the basic form of the blues. Now what happens is, more seasoned blues players, they'll add a lot of embellishment in there, but that embellishment is still going over this basic form, this basic story that's being told. And so what I'm going to do is start to add a little bit of that embellishment on my really simple theme. Let's see here. To start with the simple. Now the same idea, but I'm going to add more embellishments.